Inverted triads in the major mode. The chord of the sixth and fourth, upper voices, figured bass. The chord of the sixth and fourth, which is the second inversion triad, is so named because the diatonic intervals from the bass to each of the upper voices are a sixth, a fourth, or an octave, or unison. The fifth of the second inversion triad is located in the bass. Most of the time, one of the three upper voices doubles the bass tone. It makes little difference whether soprano, alto, or tenor does the doubling. Sometimes it is the root that is doubled, the fourth of this inversion, or the third of the triad, the sixth of the inversion, may be the doubled note. Doubling the sixth of a sixth and fourth chord is rare, however, as this doubling is enabled only by natural voice leading. The close position gap. A gap may occur between two upper voices due to the rule about not doubling the bass tone of first inversion triads. In spite of the missing third in the upper parts, we still refer to these as close rather than open voicings. That said, any tone of a first inversion triad within range may be assigned to any upper voice in close position. Listen to these examples based on Solomon Yadison's Manual of Harmony. See reference in the description. It goes almost without saying that open position triad pitches may be assigned indiscriminately to the upper voices. Doubling follows the guidelines of proper voice leading discussed earlier. Note that adjacent upper voices must not exceed an octave of separation. As for the second inversion, any triad tone may be assigned to any upper voice, whether in close or open position. Listen to these examples of both close and open position triads, also based on Yadison's Harmony Manual. See note in the description. Close. Open. Sometimes a single bass note shows multiple side-by-side figures. What do these mean? These mean that the time value of the bass note is shared equally between the associated figures. Observe that now even the root position triads require written figures, either or, or. It's good to show where the voices lead, all the voices. Another illustration. This example may likewise be worked out in more than one way. There are at least three possible realizations of those figures, either or. The harmony of each is correct and agrees with the same set of bass figures. From now on, we will often encounter bass figures like these in the exercises. The figures are no longer restricted to the first chord, but will appear throughout. Think of these numerals as chord symbols, somewhat like those printed in popular sheet music today. The figures indicate the inversion or position of each triad. They do not necessarily specify the position of the soprano. Watch and listen. Such figuring is called thorough bass, or figured bass, and is useful in our study of harmony and counterpoint. Subscribe, like, share, and comment if you have questions about what we've learned so far. Next, food for thought. Memorize the chord position or inversion represented by these sets of bass figures, whether root position, first, or second inversion. Thank you for watching and listening.